road is cracked, it bleeds red clay. Ash clouds choke the Texan day. The sun's a ghost, it burns too pale. A lost land whispers, but it won't tell. Oh, the ghost trails of Texas call my name. Through the dust, through the fire, through the shame. Where the wind hums a hymn of a world untamed. On the ghost trails of Texas, none remain.
Moment.
Well, yeah, at the moment, Steve is lying on the ground because he did lick the science.
Yep.
And Tabby's been eyeing that tank because she's already shown a penchant for like using whatever vehicle she's driving as a weapon. That would be handy.
You got to bear in mind though that okay, so I think everything that needs to be in the party sheet
Her
inventory
concern would
is
be
there.
it wouldn't go very fast and she wouldn't have a lot of maneuverability like she
It's a
does.
gas guzzler as well. It doesn't have much range. oh yeah, and vehicles. It looks like the vehicles tab's still broken. That's a bit of.
Vehicles are still broken.
But yes, but you as we worked out last time, I can still get to the vehicle by going into module and then
going roundabout, basically. Yeah,
going into equipment and then going to vehicles. That way lets me get stats up.
When Sully was in the military, maybe Sully can drive a tank. But maybe Sully prefers a hoverbike.
It's only apparently it only requires the driving skill. Yeah, it's a pure hog, heavy armor, improved stabilizer, night visions. It's sealed, has sloped armor.
I don't like tanks. They're too enclosed.
It also may take more than one for crewing it. Probably at least 3.
I think it's got a crew of 3.
Driver, gunner, and commander, probably.
Well, driver, gunner, and gunner, I think.
We drive a gunner and loader. Probably. That's all you had for a map. You just had the garage with where you propped the cyborg outside. You just leant him against the wall. So, ooh, yes.
No, I'll just lie on the ground unconscious.
I
Well,
will
no,
go over
Scott's standing over you,
to.
looking at you like, really? Why did you lick that? Kind of
Oh,
toed him in the ribs a little bit.
I can't remember what
Well,
he licked. What did he lick?
Cinda being Cinda, we'll go over and see what she can do for Steve.
I licked the ghost rock.
Yes, I know
yes,
you licked
the lead line
licked
ghost
what we
rock.
thought was ghost rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, what we thought was ghost rock. Yes.
So
I forgot that story.
I will go over and do a healing from my skill thing to see if I can find out, is he unconscious? Is he dead? Just what's...
Oh, he's
and
dead.
I haven't got a bloody clue.
He's dead. He can't find a pulse. He doesn't appear to be breathing.
Start looting him, yeah.
No pulse, no breathing, no nothing.
No, nothing. With that healing roll, he's dead.
Well, if he's dead, I wonder if he wants to turn dog meat into a wildcard character and play him. Sorry, play her.
No, I think he's alive, just not a lot alive.
He's not dead. He's just mostly dead.
Yeah,
Time to go
not,
through his
yeah,
pockets.
He's not really dead. He's only mostly. I'm gonna
To
try another healing roll on him.
To blaze.
For a dead person, he's got a good singing voice.
Well, if you're bluffing
There's
something,
a 4.
stop.
That should normally be a success.
Indeed.
Tammy goes kicks him in the rib. Quit playing around. We've got work to get done.
Okay.
But
yes.
I'm mostly dead.
Yeah. Before, as you're checking him over, he starts. Obviously, he starts muttering things, and then utters he's mostly dead. But you were just coming to the conclusion he does appear to be not dead, but he's very. His heart rate had slowed down considerably, and his breathing had slowed down considerably. You have no idea why it happened or what happened, but you get the impression that licking the rock in the lead line case is probably the ghost rock in the lead line box is probably
Living in this world, most of us have already concluded that licking ghost rock probably isn't a real good idea.
I couldn't be sure.
Have you got a partner in there now? Has somebody decided to take your body for a ride?
How would I know?
Oh, that's a neat
It
idea.
would probably
I
tell
should have done, that would have been fun. I should have actually I should have just put the harrowed edge on North Steve, which I didn't thought of that. Damn it, that would have been awesome.
You see, now that's why you've got to have your little diary of black book ideas that you can pull on people. Write it down now, and then next time something like this happens, you'll remember.
Indeed.
And we know something like this is going to happen. I mean, come on.
Very true. Very true indeed.
So, yeah, licking it's a bad idea, but it didn't tell me anything else about it.
I think he's. Jiminy says, "Let the bennies fly." So I will.
Thank you, Jiminy.
Anybody else want to check it out? Hey, we could put it in the cyborg and see if it'll power him, or maybe not. That might not be a good idea.
Scott's going to pick it up and give it a look.
Oh, that's a nice occult roll.
Yeah.
That is a nice occult roll. Okay. Uh, there we go.
Okay. Scott reaches his hand in like he's going to pick it up and goes, no, maybe not.
Why? What's up with it?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's not ghost rock, and touching it is generally a bad thing. He closes the box.
Well, I licked it and I'm okay.
Sort of. It's evil. Yeah.
Well, what is it then?
I think it is evil incarnate.
Oh, okay. What,
You
you mean
mean
like the thing in that movie with the really short guys?
Well, you didn't explode, did you? So you might be okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
let's just
like the reference.
close the box and yeah. Oh, I know. You've got your molecular yeah, where you can make things squish around. How about seal this box?
Oh, yeah, sure, I can do that. Let's give it a go. Okie
Make a spirit check,
A spirit check.
please. You don't want to.
Oh, but why do we need to open it? I mean, okay, they put it in a box, but they didn't seal it, like seal it, and they must have kept it around for something.
Scott's going to start looking around for some duct tape.
There's probably duct tape in this garage. Make a notice check.
Yeah.
It just decides how long it takes you to find the duct tape. There will be some, you know that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, a success means you'll find it in 5 to 10 minutes. So after searching through lots of drawers, you finally find some duct tape.
And I quite literally wrap this thing in duct tape. I do from side to side, I do from front to back, and then I do around it just to make sure. It now looks like a duct tape box.
Indeed, that sounds very sensible.
Wow.
Funny that, because that's kind of what it is. With a nice surprise in the centre.
Yeah. Chewy center. Uh-huh.
So, what do you think it is? Is it ghost rock or not?
You said
No,
it's not.
I'm like 90% certain that it is not ghost rock.
Very similar, but not.
But I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Okay.
It's
You got
kind
the
of
raise,
ghost
didn't you?
rock adjacent. I got 2 raises.
Indeed, yes, that's what I meant. I should have said, yeah. First phrase got you that it is actually ghost rock and that everything else. It's more a feeling than anything scientific, because obviously it was a cult.
Sure, sure. Didn't you say that run amok was from a different planet?
To me.
Yeah, in a different
Sully?
system.
Oh, yeah,
Sully,
so,
no, Sully.
It's an
You
Anuk, and yeah, it's from a very long way away from the faraway system.
okay?
We
Do you
named it
think maybe he?
accurately, if not particularly imaginatively.
Yeah, right. Do you think maybe he brought some of home with him?
Now that is an interesting thought. That could be it. It could
Okay.
be faraway Ghost Rock. I never actually got to see any of that myself.
Who was run amok?
No, the Anuk. The creature from another place is called an
Okay.
Anuk, not
Who are
run
the
amok.
Anuk?
The Anuk are the creatures, some of the creatures that populate the planet far away. They're
Okay.
kind of
And
sentient race, They're the humans of their world, but they're not, obviously, because they're Anuks. We're humans, they're Anuks. You see? And we have horses, they have dinosaurs.
But when
Same, but different.
humans went to their world, and it was kind of like when Europeans came to North America, they just kind of decided to run right over the top of the indigenous people. And my understanding from what I've studied is that the Inuk didn't really like that. Well, who does really?
Yeah, problem was they were more powerful than we were, so we got our butts kicked. You see, we made the mistake of assuming that
Because they didn't have rifles and tanks, that they were
yeah,
just weaklings, and yeah.
yeah, exactly. And that was really freaking dumb,
Lochnar? Hey, that's from that cartoon thing. My dad used to watch it.
What? Cartoon?
Yeah, he said I shouldn't watch it because I was too young.
Okay, so we just had our first
Yeah,
party
yeah,
dev.
the one with like it had the airplane, and then it had the girl riding the dinosaur, and
That's
it
it.
was there's a little girl or something. Yeah,
Yes, I missed that one.
It was real old.
and real heavy too.
You had to be metal to watch it. I'm not metal. I don't think I ever was.
The only reason I get that reference is I'm just on a wiki page looking up what on earth you're all talking about. And as soon as you said
From the movie
heavy
Heavy
and then
Metal.
metal together, I just scrolled down to it said was a villain on heavy metal. I went, oh, okay, I'll get where they're going now. That one missed me, but when
The
was
first
that?
Heavy Metal. They did too. There was Heavy Metal 2000 or something, I think.
When was this? This one obviously passed me by. I'm just wondering if I'm too old for it or.
Well,
Okay, now I'm going to look up that, aren't I? Doesn't seem to find anything.
It was 1981 was the film,
Oh, a film was it? That explains why I didn't find it.
but it was based on graphic novels.
Yeah, a series of graphic novels.
Yeah, must have missed that one.
yeah, Heavy Metal magazine was and basically what it was a whole bunch of different animators and different storytellers. Everybody got to tell a chunk of the story and animate a chunk of the story. So it was a very unique movie for its time.
Ah, it was an adult animation in '81. That's why I didn't see it. I was 10.
Okay, so my
I was
age is
3.
telling.
Yes, our age is it's definitely an interesting movie to watch. The music was very good,
I shall have
and
to.
like I said, the different animation styles and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they blended together, even though it was some wildly different animation styles. It really turned out it was a piece of art, really.
And the
This.
center bad guy was the Lochnar, I think a sort of refined essence of evil.
Yes,
Ah,
and it
there we
was in
go.
this spheroid that floated and was one of the things that was sort of unique into each of the story arcs.
Ah, well, there we go. Something new
Okay,
every day.
well, even though he doesn't know how to drive it really well, uh, Scott's going to start climbing on the tank and checking things out to see if it looks like it's operational.
Well, I'll
Okay.
give him a hand with my repair and my science to see if we can get the dang thing started properly. Or maybe we need to, oh, there we go, put this funny thing in the engine and see if that'll power the tank.
No, that's what the drums of gasoline or spook juice is all about.
That's what the petrol's for.
I thought it was nuclear or fusion powered.
No,
Back to the
it's
Future
one of
stuff.
on reading it, it's one of the last internal combustions that they produced.
Yeah, this is an older model before they
Yeah.
started doing
It's
nuclear
not a
drive.
hover tank. It's got tracks. It's got an internal combustion engine. And it's a real gas guzzler. Is the petrol or is it spook juice?
Oh, I'm sure it's spook juice.
Right. So, responding to someone's just saying they've just bought the Savage Worlds rule set, but they can only open Curse of the Crimson Throne, which is like Savage Pathfinder. The wrong rule set. Okay, he hasn't. Savage rule set can only open one of its modules, Curse of the Crimson Throne, Savage Worlds. I use universal extension. Okay, not to worry. I'll have to worry about him later. In the middle of the game. Oh, I see. I don't think he's loaded the Savage Worlds rule set. Okie dokie. Righty ho. Where were we? Right. Well, I don't know if a M24 battle tank would still have to have a choke lever pushed forward to the point where the engine operates smoothly, but apparently but that's how you start a Sherman tank, and apparently you press the starting switch and do not use the starter for more than 30 seconds without allowing it to cool off for 15 seconds, so the engine would start. Amazing what you can. Just thinking, how do you start a tank? Well, it's probably just a starter button. It is. It starts first time once you put some fuel in it. Obviously, meticulously maintained.
Okay, next step is to check the ammo situation. You said we've got boxes and drums of ammo. I don't remember what weapons this thing has.
A ruddy big cannon.
Well, yeah.
I think it had like 5 rounds of depleted uranium and 5 rounds of some AI stuff. I'm guessing that's some kind of armor piercing.
Anti-infantry.
Either that or it's bullets that think for themselves, one or the other.
No, that would make sense. Anti-infantry, like a shotgun thing, firing out lots of pellets at really fast, supersonic speeds. That would make sense for the description.
I need to persuade.
Yeah, but then it's also got the machine gun, I think, and 300 rounds of ammo for it.
Is it really old or is it new ammo, aka 7.62 or 5.56?
It's 5.56.
I'm gonna have to trade in this lovely NATO assault rifle for a North American one. I am not going to be able to find any 7.76 round anymore. 7.62. It's rarer than hen's teeth.
Well, no, these days you get hen with teeth.
And
I've seen them.
fangs.
I don't want to.
Yeah. It was not fun. Yeah.
You get lots of wings, though.
Yeah. From one of them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of the point, isn't it?
Yeah, but it used to be you had to kill 5 or 6 chickens in order to get a decent meal of chicken wings. Now you only have to kill 2. Of course, it's a lot harder to kill the 2, so I guess it balances out.
Well, yeah. Demutation is good. It's inevitable, and it's part of the evolution of life.
Must have had one heck of a drumstick.
No, the legs are kind of small.
So does anybody have any kind of heavy weapons expertise? I'll bet you that's what you need to shoot this silly thing.
What about you, Sully? You seem to have some kind of military background.
Not the right kind. I can shoot regular weaponry, sure, and I can control the psycho-based weaponry, but they didn't have people like us driving the tanks most of the time or shooting their guns. We were more the secret stealthy infiltrator types. Sorry.
Well, there wasn't a real high demand for tank training in the junior highs I was teaching in.
Can you share the info you have on the tank again, please?
Can't you access anything from the library? You know, on that tablet thing of yours? Maybe they've got like an instruction manual or something.
You reckon you can just get that on a tablet? Instructions for driving a tank?
I don't think people care about keeping it secret no more.
Well,
The
no,
library
but
more.
just the whole idea of actually getting on the net. I mean, what's left of it?
It might be there. What'd you think, Cinder?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I was suggesting you might be able to access the library database with your tablet and find
I
out if they have any instructions on how to operate this thing.
Okay. I'll see what I can find out. And I will roll. Let me remember. I have to roll bibliopathy. It's bibliopathy at -2. So how do I do that? Make that -2.
Clicking that radioactive symbol in the bottom corner, and put -2 in there.
No, I'm not doing it right. Oh, I will roll and have to subtract 2 from it. That's all I can do.
Guess not. Then.
Let's try that again.
There's no Wi-Fi here. What the hell?
Hey, I know. Stick a handle in that crank. Maybe it's in the MP that took it out.
And that was not at a -2. That's still a 3. I can spend a Benny to get a 4, which will make that a 6, which would -2 would be a success. So I shall do that. And see if I can find any operating instructions for our M24. How to fire it, etc., etc.
I'm sure the GM will come back to us at some point.
Sorry.
I have a feeling.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to. I'm stuck doing a bit of customer service at the same time, so I do apologise. So, you are trying to. Fortunately,
We're trying to find the operating instructions for working the cannon and the
yes,
tank.
that's what I thought. So I was actually following. That's okay. I was going to say, fortunately, due to the lovely quirks of the Savage Worlds rule system and the fact that I'm not using skill specialization, we're going to say that obviously the late 21st century battle tanks have an awful lot of assistance and automation built into it, which means you just need to use your standard shooting skill to fire the guns.
Awesome.
You will also be able to, with your bibliopathy roll, you are able to find an operating manual which does give you enough information to work out how to reload the armor, the main gun.
Oh,
Using
gee, so it's just like in World of Tanks. You point the barrel at the bad guys and pull the trigger.
For all intents and purposes, because it's Savage Worlds, it's meant to be cinematic, isn't it? You're the heroes.
Please do not get me started on what. Absolutely horrid game.
Oh no, I have played World of Tanks many years ago. Okie dokie. Well,
So did I until they came out with World of Warships, and then I stopped playing World of Tanks.
I didn't play World of Tanks that long, and I've never played World of Warships.
Gotta wonder what these guys needed a tank for, though.
Well,
okay, with the tank
Blow
up
open a vault door?
with the tank up and running, you suddenly get a voice starts crackling out through the radio. Is anyone out there? Please, I need help. My name's Jude. I'm not sick. I'm just alone. Seems to be on. Yeah.
Well, we should jump on replying to that.
where'd that come from?
The
Hi,
radio.
Jude. This is Scott. Where are you? We'd love to come and help.
He goes, oh,
The tank's radio.
Mercy be it. I was worried that I was all alone. Let me see now. I'm at the radio station on the outskirts of Bifflovian. There's a sign out front. It reads KTXR 88.3, the voice of Ellis County, apparently. As I recall, anyway. Be careful, the building's in not too stable a state. Does sound like it sounds like a rather older lady that is of the radio. Goes, I've been broadcasting out stuff for a long time, but I think it's time to ask for some help.
Hey, Jude, don't be afraid. We're gonna come out and get you.
And meanwhile, Tabby's sitting here biting her tongue because she's been out in this stuff long enough to I smell a trap.
Mm.
Well, at least I've been calling out for people every few minutes for the last 3 weeks. It's amazing that someone finally replied. Well, in that case, I think knowing that you're there and if you're on your way, I'll pop on a record to while the way the time until you get here. Everything goes quiet for a few seconds, and then some music. It sounds like it's quite a large number of instruments, and
The Beatles. Sorry.
no lyrics. It seems to have a lot of it's sort of got all this sort of wah 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 type stuff. Anyone who wants to make a common knowledge check and remember can certainly do so. I mean, if you're over the age of 10 when World War III occurred, you don't have a -2 penalty.
Sounds big band to me.
It is big band, yeah. For those that make it, it sounds like Glenn Miller in The Mood.
Oh, that's real old stuff. I mean, that's like real old stuff.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff my grandparents used to play when we were there on the weekends.
Well, now that I've spoken to her, if she's playing that music that old, can I blow her up now?
Let's wait and see. Let's get there and see what's what before we make that choice, yeah?
Sully, were you ever in that place, that faraway place, or you only did
No.
psychic?
No, I knew some of the guys who went there, but I wasn't one of them.
Did any of them ever mention whether these Anouk could talk like we could, or at least imitate our language?
I never
speech?
heard of that happening. But I did hear that they could control our minds, some of them. They're kind of better at psychic powers than we are.
I forgot to the image in the module, therefore it won't.
This seems like if this Anouk thing is here and trying to lure us in, picking a type that
I don't know where they got
wouldn't
this
seem
nuke thing from.
scary. What better than
Yeah.
some elderly lady, or a child? But we've already got lured in by children that turned out to
Well,
be
you're an old lady and you're scary.
Look, you and I, well, we all know that we can't ignore this. Even if it is a trap, we've got to know, so we've got to go. We can just
Yep.
be ready to react, you know?
Well, and like Jojo, I mean, you can do air recon before we get close enough to actually come under some kind of attack, can't you?
Yep, I certainly give it a try. That's for sure.
That's a good
Go to about
idea.
1,000 feet and look down. I'll be just a dot in the sky at that point.
Yeah, in fact, do you mind if do we have any access to any telescope or something that if he wants to fly at 1,000 feet, if I have something that would help me see down closer, I could be looking through a telescope or binoculars or something like that.
I did have some binoculars, but I sold them to get the dice.
I do have a pair of binoculars.
Then, hey, Jojo, how about if I ride with you and while you fly, keeping us out of sight, then I can be getting a better close up with the binoculars.
All right, you're on. I'll go get the Pegasus, and we'll. Do we? He gave a location of where that radio station was. Can we match that to a location on our maps?
Well, we're near
Josh?
Midlothian.
Yeah, I think it's the radio station that we drove past at one point. We didn't stop
Radio
because
and a radio station is going to have a transmission tower from somewhere nearby too.
All right, well, there we go. Now we got in a place to go look. Wind it up, and let's go for a little flight.
So Jojo and I are going to take off. I'm manning the binoculars to see if there's anything, if I can pick up anything weird about this place or.
Okay. Are the rest of us going to follow in vehicles? And if so, what vehicles are we taking and what are we leaving behind?
Well, if I'm with Jojo, then the armored van staying behind, unless one of y'all want it, because it carries stuff. Or we can leave. We can actually stuffing Jiminy into the armored van because it will contain him and locking him in the garage probably would be the safest way to make sure nothing comes along and finishes him off.
Use them for spare parts.
Yeah,
It's
use it
not a
for
bad
spare parts.
idea.
So we're gonna take the cyborg that into the garage. I'm gonna
You're
be right
going to put him in the
behind
garage, okay? So you lean him in the garage.
and I'm gonna be riding shotgun with Jojo. We're gonna be doing aerial recon.
So are the rest of us following on, or are we staying here with the tank? Or
I suggest that you guys start moving in that direction. I wouldn't move in more closer than a mile or so unless, until we let you know that it looks clear.
And it does have a CB radio in it, so we can talk down to you.
well, Tabitha does that even without a radio.
Or I can communicate with you instead of talk down to you.
It took me a minute to get what you meant by that, but oh god, that was fun.
I obviously missed it.
okay. Well, what we can do is we
Yeah, I
can
got
go
it.
ahead and since the garage is right here on Avenue D, we'll take Avenue D over to 6th, and we'll take 6th down towards the stadium, and then we can stop at the intersection of whatever that road is and 4th, and wait for you to say whether or not it's okay to go in any further.
Are you going to be bringing that main battle tank?
Oh, of course.
We are okay.
That's why I
Well,
was stuffing Himini into the van.
Well, we won't all fit
As
in the
well, because
tank.
we're
only
moving the
3
tank
people
out.
will fit in the tank.
No, we're not putting him in the tank because he's huge, and that tank only holds 3 people. Anyway, I'm gonna stuff him into the armored Vinny van man.
Yeah. No, we've got that, but who else is going in the tank? Was the question.
Scott wants to drive the tank. I don't know. Sully said she's not terribly happy about being in it.
Min-Max is going to switch out the guns for her gun because she knows how it kicks and so forth. Going to switch out for the mounts of the machine guns.
Are you riding your hoverbike, Sully, or do you want to come in the Humvee with Dogmeat and me?
Okay, so
I could leave the hover bike in the garage and come with you guys.
who's taking ownership of the tank? As in, who's driving the tank, I should say.
Scott, by the looks of things.
Scott is going to drive.
Taking the tank.
Scott, okay,
And
so Scott.
Min-Max is gunning.
Okay, so we'll put, if we go to vehicles, I'll put the M24. I'll unlock Scott. I'll see if I can find a main battle tank asset. Tokens. I got a tank token. I forgot. I knew I forgot to do something today. Yes, I do have tank tokens. Okay, admittedly. Oh, the squat tank will work because that doesn't look like a World War II tank. We'll put that there. Let's take that so that there we are. And we can share that. So there you are. There's a There's your M24 Schwarzkopf. It's quite a wide tank now. Doesn't have the side guns, but that will do as a token. Because it doesn't look like a World War II one. I'll find a better one. The others will all look a bit too self-propelled gunner. That are the tokens I've got. So we've got Scott driving the tank, which is good. So I can open up that. And then go. So then we can move that down. Then we can go to the main tab. We can go to the combat tab, I should say, and make Scott the driver. Why did it make it the passenger? Scott is the driver. There we go. Scott's the driver, and Min-Max is manning the main gun. Yep, which is obviously technically both those guns. And then was it the cannon or the saw or the actually the saw?
Well, I figured Min-Max was going to be on the saw mostly.
Okay. Yeah, which is the same thing anyway, because it'll be coaxial as well, won't it? It
Yeah.
says there's two. It says there's two. So what I need to do is I need to drag another one down to there, don't I? And make this one coax steel.
Well, if they're coax, isn't there some sort of rule about multiple weapons?
They're not dual linked.
They're not linked.
They're not linked, no. And this one will be fixed front, because that will be the one the driver can use. So so I need to take I need to put Scott on the fixed front one, and I need to put Min-Max on the other three guns. So what you've got is you've got an NA saw fixed front that the driver can aim with, and then you've got a coaxial one on the main turret, haven't you? Is what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of maybe coaxial, not the right terminology, but I'm thinking you've got the main gun, and then you've also got the machine gun that's fixed with the main gun, so you can fire one or t'other, as it were. So that's all good. Yeah. So that's that. Now it should be pointed out it's a big tank, so everyone else can literally do the old, the classic war movie thing and just sit on it if you want to be passengers.
Do I want to be sitting on the outside? I think I'll just drive the Humvee.
Ooh, I'm getting all sorts of console errors.
Yeah, I'll ride with you. And the cutie pie here. Who's a good
I
girl.
wonder if there's an update I should have done today. Okay, so I've got it at the moment. Scott and Min-Max are in the tank. Tabitha's driving herself. Sully is going in the Humvee.
No,
Was that?
Tabitha's not driving herself. She's flying with JoJo.
Yes.
Yep. Sorry. Yes. Correct. Tabitha's going with JoJo, which means JoJo. I need to add JoJo's vehicle.
I don't know what
always
kind of
takes long.
weapons he's got, but I got my sniper rifles for distance shooting, so I'm good.
And then Sully's taking the hover bike, and Normal Steve, a dog meat, are going in the Humvee, and how's Cinder getting there?
I'm going with normal Steve. The hoverbike's staying in the garage.
Sully's going with Normal Steve in the Humvee.
Sully's in the Humvee. I'm tempted to take the Burning Man car, but everybody else has got at least some sort of armor. So,
there's room in the Humvee.
I think I'll go with Scott and Min-Max if they don't mind.
Oh yeah. You can be the loader if you want.
Yeah, we got room.
Okay.
If you go, that does mean that technically speaking, they can fire the main gun every round. Otherwise, it's every other round, because Min-Max has to fire the gun and then spend a round loading the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's got the party sheet sorted out. So, what was your plan? Was to head down this way, was it, and then head down the main road? It's which way you go, and JoJo and Tabby are doing a flyover first. Okie dokie.
Yeah, high altitude recon.
Okay. Right. Okay. So let's actually where do you use? Where do you put the tokens as in indicators of where you are. They're not. They're definitely not to scale, but gives us an idea. It lets me keep track of where each of you are, as it were, on the map. In regards, so as the Pegasus and Thingy head over the radio station, the rest of you are heading down this way. Okay, the garage is there. So when you basically, I'll leave your vehicles there. As they heading off towards the radio station. As you get down to as I say, where you're going to turn right, can I have notice checks from everyone in the Humvee and the main battle tank, please? Cinder's obviously sitting up top at the moment, just looking out the turret. Hey, as you a little way down West Avenue East, it looks like, as opposed to East Avenue. East. Okay, that's fine. You could see something catches your eye. It seems that it's a glint of metal that just catches the sun, right? As you look a bit closer. Dog beat. The only one that got the raise there, but that's good. As you look at you don't need the raise. As you look a bit closer, you realise it appears to be a corpse with some sort of tabard on them, and the whole the glint of metal appears to be a very fine-looking sword.
Shit, it's a Templar. Get closer.
What?
Templar.
Okay.
Look at
You've
Sully
been
and
wandering
say,
the waste how long and you don't know what a Templar is?
What do medieval knights have to do with modern day?
Seriously, guys? Oh, none of you. All right. Templars
I think that was a
run
player
around
question
the-
rather than a character question. Carry on.
Okay. Templars run around the wastes defending those who can't defend themselves. They generally disguise themselves until people prove themselves worthy, and then they fight even the most hopeless case to protect those who can't protect themselves. If there's a Templar down, there was a cause worth fighting for, and if there's any chance of rescuing them, they're worthy of being rescued. So can we get over there and see if the guy's dead? Whether or not we can help?
Well, I guess I've never been worthy or something because I never seen somebody wearing a thing like that before. But okay, we'll go over.
There aren't that many of them around, Steve. It might just have been that you never come across one, or you didn't need their help. If you're managing, they don't help either.
Well, that's nice of them.
Oh, they save their help for those who really need it. That's understandable enough, ain't it?
I guess. Okay.
So,
I will pull up next to the corpse.
okay.
And I
So
will
then-
hop out and check if it is a corpse.
Okay. Scott, Minmax. Basically, as you get the Humvee continues down the road to down East Avenue East when they were due to turn south. Are you going to? What do you want to do? Are you going to wait or follow them? Or
We'll stop here at the corner.
Hmm.
We'll stop here at the corner and kind of keep an eye on them.
Okie dokie. Let's cut down to the Pegasus, which is now approaching the radio station. Looking back, you can't see the other two vehicles. Obviously, you have radio, so you can communicate with each other, but you can't see anything. But looking around this area, everything seems quiet. You can see the radio station there. If you've got the radio on, it's June has put on another piece of music. It's a bit more modern. Some British girl band that talk about spicing up their life or something. You're not too sure. But yeah, afterwards, Jude goes, that was for any of the younger people out there. Maybe you young whippersnappers need a bit more energy. But it doesn't do much for me, but I don't have I have a very limited selection here. That and I never really know what I'm putting on. But if I knocked them over one day, and now I've lost what records what. But not to worry. But back to back there. Getting out of the Humvee, you advanced cautiously. As you get closer, it does appear to be a skeleton of a Templar holding a silver sword and a slightly dissolved. But it's a skeleton, but all the clothes seem to be intact, if not sort of slightly worse for wear. As you get closer, you notice there appears to be another couple of skeletons as well, each carrying a sword and wearing the damaged tabards.
I don't think they're gonna come back.
No, they're not. Never mind. I will collect the tabards, and each time I take a tabard, I will wrap the sword the tabard came, as in, I'll wrap the sword of the same person in that person's tabard, and I will stow them away in the vehicle. And if there are any backpacks or anything lying around that might give clue to their identities, I'll look.
They're probably the backpacks. You don't see any evidence of backpacks, but you do see sort of scattered items all over the place, as if somehow someone took the backpacks and left the contents. Very strange, because there's no evidence of the backpacks, but obviously looks like what it is. As I say, obviously there's probably some means to identify it if you know what they look, who they are, if that makes sense. Yes, but it's mostly personal belongings and sort of food and survival. Food and water and
any other food
no
supplies
mistakes.
that are still worth us taking, we'll take. Anything that might be personal enough to identify them, I'll take and put it with the swords.
Indeed. Make a notice check, please, Sully.
Okay.
These guys seem to be big into their swords, don't they?
Yeah, these swords are given out pretty rarely.
They're important. The skeletons. The skeletons. The skeletons. The bones on the skeletons aren't exactly smooth like you expect. They look slightly pockmarked or rough.
You know,
not so much
I've seen a lot of
no.
skeletons out here, but these ones look wrong. I don't know. It's like they became skeletons too quickly and not in a natural way, if you know what I mean.
Look, anyone that becomes a skeleton becomes one too quickly. You just.
All right, but keep your wits about you, because
But can we just get away from
whatever
here?
caused this might still be here.
Okay,
Oh, gee, that means more skeletons.
I rolled a 4 to see if I could figure out what it was that caused the pockmarking on the bones.
Oh, actually, there seems to be lots of effects still on. Evasive maneuvers, that should stay. Shroud can go. Normal Steve, skeletons, trait, phobias kicked in, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it's very strange. It's almost like,
Was it caused by acid? Was it caused
possibly
by
acid, some
storm,
If it was
like
acid,
a bad dust
some
storm,
sort
or
of caustic agent? You think? Yes.
okay?
but the swords are fine, so what would affect bone but not metal?
Don't know.
That's kind of odd, don't you think?
On the outside is kind of
Well,
odd.
no, there are some acids that affect what's the word I'm looking for?
Biological.
Organic material as opposed to inorganic material.
Must be. Well, as I'm organic, I'm personally feeling we should keep our wits about us.
I heartily agree. Sorry, these days I don't leave. I don't leave it anywhere that's secure without being paranoid.
That's a sound way to think. Good way to stay alive.
Ooh,
That's the one.
yes.
That's me thinking about the damage on the bones to think if I've heard of it or seen of it happening before.
I don't think, no, not. Back to the radio station. You've flown around a couple of times.
Point the nose into the wind, set the speed, and go into a hover and give Tabby a secure platform and stable platform so you can do her observations.
Okay,
Okay.
and I've got the binoculars, so what do I get a plus on my notice?
Yes. Well, yeah, just make a notice check, see what you get. Seems good. That includes any benefits. All seems fine. You don't see anything that worries you.
That all by itself worries me.
I was going to say, and that worries her.
Is there anything you could have seen that wouldn't have worried you?
There's been the music stopped for a little while. It's been quite a long pause. Eventually it starts up again. As far as you can tell, they had a very big party in 1999, according to the singer. And it must be a nostalgic song because they're talking about, it sounds like it was obviously performed after 1999 because he sounds like he was really enjoying it. It must have been a good party they had, and there was a whole song about it, which of course is the opposite. Anyway.
Jojo, take us down just a little bit lower.
Easily done.
Now we're able, in the hovercraft, are we able to, or the gyrocraft, are we able to hear this music as well? Are we able to listen to the radio? Whatever.
Well, I can probably tune the CB into it, to the right channel.
You can hear you can hear the music coming out of Jojo's radio. Yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Did that pause?
You can't hear the music from the radio station or anything like that because, of course, it's a soundproof booth. They'd be playing it.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah, I know.
But what I'm trying to figure out here is, did that pause occur coincidental with our arrival and hovering?
No, it was basically that the song the young ladies were singing about spicing up their life sort of came to an end, and then there was just silence for a little while, and it was about a minute or so silence, and then the song about partying in the year 1999 comes on.
1999.
Whoa, that's dark. War is all around us. My mind says prepare to fight. Oh, jeez.
Okay. Jojo, take us down a little bit because I want to see, if anything reacts to our presence. See if we can draw some kind of reaction or notice.
Alrighty, do a slow descent spiral back to a hover, a couple of 100 feet lower. Take it down to, let's say, 500 feet. Still well above the antenna.
That's a different kind of notice. As we get lower.
Okay. Basically after the song ends, goes, if you'll just excuse me for a few minutes before I play the next one, I'm hoping the noise I hear is the friendly voices I heard earlier they said they'd come and help. Well, by all means, if you're nearby, come on in. In the meantime, I'm looking for this song. I can't find it. You might, but give me a few minutes. Before I put the next one on.
Start humming the song. I got a feeling somebody's watching me.
Wait. She mentioned hearing voices nearby. None of us are close
She
enough
said
where
sounds.
She's probably hearing the engine noise of the Pegasus.
She's saying, "I hope the noise I hear is the same people that I heard on the
Okay,
voices
so
before."
if
Meaning,
she's going to check, I'm watching through the binoculars to see if she steps out the door or if anybody, a shadow, anything appears in a window.
If you do,
that
smile
means
and
6
wave.
more weeks of winter.
So when she's am I able to spot her, or do you need yet another notice check, which is fine?
No, that's all good. You don't see anyone by any of the windows. No. You do see there does appear to be a couple of security cameras outside of the building.
Take us down another couple 100 feet. Just, don't fly into the antenna.
Well, that will put us in rifle range.
And we can move back up if anybody takes a shot at us. As long as we're a moving target, that makes us harder to hit.
Alrighty. Another little descent spiral down and put it into the wind and hover.
If there's a threat here, we want to pick it, find it, just see if there's a threat before the ground crew arrives.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm assuming the others are sort of stopped at the point 1 mile away at the moment. So, sorry, I was distracted there. What was your final plan there? Were you landing or just going lower?
We're dropping down within target range to see if we draw any fire.
Okay.
We're trying to determine if there's a threat and how close we can get before that threat, manifests.
Get away from the skeletons, please. You gotta.
Yeah, sure. You drive on up to the point we said would meet them.
Okay. Well, apparently this next song seems to be a song about falling in love with a computer or something. It's having electric dreams. One too niche that only I get.
Oh no, I
Oh,
get
no,
that
we
one.
get it.
No problem. Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing that seems to happen.
We'll always be
Another episode.
together.
Indeed. However far it seems. Imagine as a geeky kid in the 80s. I love that.
It's pretty hard to chuck out musical references he doesn't get.
I'll try harder then.
Have we got a way to communicate directly with this person? Do we have our radios we can talk to her?
I'd be able to.
But
Or do we have a bullhorn on board?
Well, if I can get the right frequency, normally radios just broadcast; they don't receive. So this is what's sort of confusing me here a little bit.
yeah, she probably shouldn't have. She probably should. She probably shouldn't have been able to respond to you, if I'm honest. But who cares?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Can I like rig his radio here so we can broadcast? So I can broadcast to her if she's there and alone, that we can see her and cover her if she'll step outside so we can confirm her existence, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
So I wasn't thinking straight. You're quite correct. She shouldn't be able to respond, but she go when you get through. She goes, I can't do that, sweetie. I don't know what the state the stairs are in these days.
Okay, then get to a
These
window.
days, how long has she been there?
And she could have heard us because she had the radio tuned to the frequency that she was broadcasting on, and that's the frequency we broadcasted back on. So
Well, that's how I took it. Yeah. And I'm not sure if it should have worked that way, but that doesn't matter. She
No,
goes,
I want a visual.
Futuristic. Mad.
I want a visual confirmation of this person's before we're getting any flipping closer.
Unless
mean,
she's
That's
really
true.
old and in a wheelchair or something.
Well, she can roll over to a damn window then.
Well, oh, right. A window. I remember where they were.
Lady, how are you feeding yourself and getting water and the essentials to keep alive without moving around that place and being
Oh, I can move around.
now I'm even more suspicious.
I can move around. I just need to make sure everything's where it is. So I just need to know where everything is and where it was. So I made sure of that before I lost my eyesight.
Ah, she's blind. I was half expecting her to start talking about eggs.
Oh,
you got it.
I stocked up. Back in the day. I stocked up, and I was when the bombs fell. I just came back to the station, and that's where I've been. Broadcasting. It's the only thing that kept
Making
me alive.
souffles.
I'm
afraid this is going to come out as too much dead air. So you're going to have to leave me for a bit. I'll tell you what. I'll put on that album by that French chap, and that'll last a while. I always wondered why he spelt oxygen with an E on the end. I never understood that, but he puts that on.
Yeah, I like this stuff. This stuff's cool.
Only synthesized cool music comes out.
Can we see any kind of an appropriate landing place around the bottom of the radio
you
tower?
You can land in the car park, yeah.
If there's obviously no kind of nothing on top of it, or is or the roof big enough? I don't know. If she's nervous about the structure of the radio station, I don't know if I want to put the weight of my auto gyro on top.
The building's half collapsed. You don't want to land on top.
I'm going to tell the others to move in within a half a mile that we're going to attempt landing and seeing what happens. We're
No
gonna
landing here.
start approaching, but because we want to be able to move back up fast if this all goes south rather quickly. So
it's either that, or I could hover just over the top of it, and you could jump down. I'll sit like 5 feet above the roof, and you could hop off.
When you get inside,
don't give you any backup.
When you get inside, don't try using the stairs up. They're very unstable. The last time I came down them, as I rewired everything, was I think probably one time too many to use them. When you get in, you just need to turn left. You'll find me down in the basement.
okay, just land in the parking lot. You stay here and cover. I'm going to approach the building and have the others start moving in.
Make it so.
We should get closer now, I think.
Said start moving in because I'm going to go ahead because I want it. If we don't all need to get killed here, I'm going to go ahead and approach because I've got all my scrounging edges, stealth, all that good fun stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can. But I want JoJo to stay with the gyrocopter because I want him to be able to get the hell out of here quick if he needs to. Don't come in and save me, JoJo. I'll deal with myself.
Well, I'll keep 6 on the here, and if when the other ones arrive, I'll send them in after you.
Okie dokie. So there's our plan. my little friends with me too. I acquired some presents last time. This should help.
Let's try that again. There we go. He can circle at least very slowly. Maybe I should just make him use extra. It's dedicated hover jets to be able to hover. You'll have to circle rather than hover. But I wasn't going to point that one out. Someone else is finding it.
He's gonna get low enough so I can jump out, and I'm just gonna head for the front door because if there's a threat here, obviously we're gonna have to be right on top of it before.
Basically, Jojo comes in. We'll have to land it. You'll hop out, then you'll be able to turn around and take off again. That's basically what.
That's basically what we're gonna do. Then he's just gonna get me as close to the front door, the access point, as possible.
So as you head up towards the station, you can see the sign out front, very bit battered. You can also see what appears to be large areas that have been set up to collect rainwater and siphon it downwards. Heading inside, there's no lights on. You can hear the hum of a generator beneath you, and obviously, what also you could see is some heavy duty cables running from the broadcast tower down what's left of the wreckage, the wreckage down into down the stairs down towards the basement.
Okay, so she said the basement. I'm gonna locate the way to get down to the basement. Even if the stairs are bad, I have my free runner edge.
She said the stairs up. She doesn't trust the stairs up. That's why she's down in the basement. It's more secure. But you follow the big fat cables down the stairs. As I say, there's no lights on. As you turn the corner out from any daylight, it's very dark. You can bottom of the stairs. You could see an impressive, slightly dented, possibly bullet pocked steel door.
I'm going to
closed steel door.
I don't know Morse code, but I'm just going to do a tap, 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 and then a repeat tapping. And then if Jojo can, because I don't have the radio with me, if Jojo can let her know that I've located this door, because I know I can communicate with the rest of the party, right?
Yeah. So, well, in your vehicles you can, yes, unless you get Sully to do the mind trick jobby. So at the moment you're technically
at the moment I'm seeing this door, and I have no way to let them know that.
Indeed.
Well,
you'll hear a loud
We're on our way in.
You will basically after a minute or so after you tapped on the door, you hear a loud clunk from the other side, and the door opens half an inch, and then you hear it sort of snap with again, like as if it's on a ratchet system that allows it to be opened very slightly, but no more than that. And her voice goes, "Yes."
Yeah, you're the lady that was calling for rescue. We've got a team coming in, but we need to.
Certainly wasn't calling for rescue. I was just asking for some help. If you can, if you're the ones, then that's fine. How many of you are you?
Oh, we got a team coming in. By the way, I'm Tabby. What's your name, ma'am?
My name's June.
Okay, June, can you step out? Can you open that enough and come out here? What kind of help do you need?
Oh, well, it's
hungry.
You broke the GM.
I was wanting her to say something even more weird, like, well, I've had this jar of pickles sat here and I've been dying to eat them, but I just can't open it.
Funny you should mention a jar of pickles. That is possible future adventure of a jar of pickles. Yeah, exactly. Well, yes, no, it's where was I? Sorry. It's the well, it's the transmitter. It's failing, and I really, it's really like the only. It's all I have these days, and I can tell it's failing. But since my eyes went, I can't repair it, and I don't have the parts. And my food supplies are getting low, and I think I don't have
Well,
none. So I have a
I'm
favour
pretty.
to ask. But but your friends are welcome to come by all means.
Yeah,
Please.
I'll let him know. Just why don't you go ahead and open the door and let me take a look at this transmitter because I'm kind of handy with stuff like that myself.
The transmitter will be up on the top of the building rather than down below.
I'm still on her opening the door.
Oh,
Working on persuading her to open the door. What do I need to
she
do?
goes, no, it's fine. It's fine. He goes, well, just give me a second. You hear a second clunk. She goes, you might want to stand back a bit. It's very well balanced. But when I push it on, it's too heavy for me to stop. I'd hate for you to get caught by it. So let me know when you've stepped back and
I
clear.
step away from the door a little bit with my gun in hand, by the way.
She pushes open the door. The door, indeed, just as she said, is obviously very well balanced and very well maintained. It opens quite easily. She goes, "Oh, I haven't opened that in quite a few weeks." And
I look around
a
real
face
quick
look,
for
a
something
face
that
looks. Sorry, her. This you see this what looks like a rather well, good for her age, old lady. She currently is looking completely off to the side from where you actually are standing, and as you say anything, she won't realise that, and she's obviously talking not to you, but to the to the left of you, where she does, because of course she doesn't know where you are.
okay,
To
well,
her
she's
imaginary
obviously
friend.
not aware where exactly I am. I'm gonna find something to drop in front of that door so it don't just swing back shut.
She basically she's carrying no weapons, and in one arm, so in her left hand, she's got a walking stick that she's leaning on quite heavily.
She's a
Okay,
blind old lady.
ma'am, I need to go back up because I don't. Well, wait, you're transmitting.
There-
Where?
her
Where's
head snaps to you as you start talking, and she smiles.
where's your mic at so I can let the others know it's okay to move in? Being very cagey about how many others we got out there.
GM choking on water. She goes,
I wasn't sure if that was you or her.
no, it's me. Managed to take a sip of water and somehow managed to choke on it at the same time.
Aha, you're breathing your water.
Yeah, shouldn't do that.
No. No, I'm
No,
always doing
in
that with
fact,
flaky
I'm not
pastry.
even going to step into that room. I'm going to ask her, can you step over there and, speak into your microphone and tell them that Tabby is here with you and to come on in?
Well, certainly. I'll just
Because
wait. In the background, you can hear hear the music playing. She goes, "Oh yes, I'll just wait for it to get to the end of part 3, and then I'll."
ma'am. Ma'am, go ahead and do it now. Trust me, they are not that impressed with the music.
No, but you
Ouch.
you can't talk over the music. The track's only got a minute to go. It'll take me 30 seconds to get over there anyway. So with that, she starts walking back over. She sits. She reaches out till she finds the chair again. She sits back down in it, rotates it back, picks up picks up the headphones, puts them over her head. These waits the remaining 15 seconds until the track finishes, and then says, "This is a message to Tabitha's friend." She says, "Come on in." And now carry on. And I think rather than play more of this one, we'll find another record, and then you see her scrabbling around for something else to play.
She isn't even
Oh,
seeing what she's playing. I said, and I'm going to get impatient. I'm going to go out. No, haven't you got like any like Black Sabbath or AC/DC or something really cool there?
I'm going to
Well,
call Jojo on the radio because there's a radio in the Humvee, and I know he's got one on the Pegasus, and say, "Hey, Jojo, um, that lady on the radio just said Tabitha said we should go in because everything's fine. Is everything fine? Can you hear her or see her or whatever?"
She's gone. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. She's gone in to check out the situation. I'm watching out here, and yes, please come on over and join in. She may need some assistance or whatever, but yes, she's down by herself. I'm keeping an eye on the vehicle and anything out here. And there is nothing moving out here besides me, is there?
there's nothing moving out there besides you. No. He goes, oh,
So yeah, it's all clear out here. So come on in.
Okay.
June turns as you. June basically has only one. Has one ear in the headphones and one ear exposed, so she hears you. She come in, she goes, "Oh, it's so frustrating. I knocked the stacks over a while back, and now I don't know where anything is. Could you see if you can find?" And they do appear all to be vinyl records, not CDs or anything like that. It goes, I know there's one here. I'm just well, it's the album's called Sacrifice. So I just want to play track 3. That's all I've got. Some Black Widow. The
Well,
best
that
thing I've
doesn't sound
got.
at all suspicious.
Well, it's the only thing I
Yeah.
can think of with the words "come" in it. I'll just get you all to come on in, you know. And she goes, "Oh, well, I won't find it now." But anyway, probably if anyone, it's probably a good thing, really. I don't think you would be reassured with words like "come to the Sabbath, come to the Sabbath, Satan's there."
Yeah.
But anyway,
Maybe a little Stevie Ray Vaughan. If the house is a
Just
rockin',
seeing
don't
this
bother
person in
knocking.
front of me, Tabby's still got the hair raised up on the back of her neck, just watching. And I am going to sidle over to where the records are laying around the place, and we don't call them vinyl, we call them records, and see if I can scope out something like AC/DC, Black Sabbath, something cool.
In the meantime, while you're searching through that, she goes, "Well, we'll find out what this is." She puts on the record. After a few seconds, goes, Mozart. She so yes. Once everyone else arrives, you what do you want to do? You're standing outside the radio station.
Go in. She's on her
Well,
own. She
what
knows
did
best.
she want? She wanted help with something. What was it?
Because I haven't been, she didn't tell you guys, and I haven't come out yet to.
Okay,
So
then we
I've
don't
been
know that.
inside. So you don't really know what the conversation.
Not a clue. Okay,
Except for
fair
that
enough.
she's let you know that the only way you know for sure she's not lying is because she knew my name, which is why I gave her my name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Goes right. And now we'll have a short
Marco!
pause on the music. Okay, so there seems to be quite a few of you. It's my age is it's probably I shouldn't worry too much. Well, I hope some of you are tackling mine. You see, it's been a long time since my eyesight went, and I haven't been able to cope. But I'm running. I'm getting low on my scavenge supplies, and the filtration systems or water filtration systems is on the fritz. And I noticed that I can tell from the instruments that the transmitter's losing its power, and it's all I've got. Whether anyone is really listening out there, I like to think that there are some people out there that still hear the music and made all the better for it. I've been here so long, I'm never planning on leaving, but So I suppose what I'm really saying is, if you've got any food to spare, I'd really rather like it. And if you really don't mind and repair the transmitter, that would be wonderful. Um, yeah,
Well, we should be able to sit down and look at her electronics and sort it out. We've got enough technicals here. That and we could at least pick up our albums and put them back in alphabetical order for her.
that would be nice if you could sort them alphabetically and by decade. That probably would help as well. So say it's been such a mess since I knocked them over. I only know what I've only to keep them. I have to play them before I can sort them. It's very frustrating. In the meantime, you've found some Iron Maiden. I don't know if that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's do a little diagnostics on her transmitter and see what we can do to fix it.
Yeah. I'll help with the album sort and ooh and ah over all of the ones.
It's a real live
Cinda,
one album you found.
Cinda, do you got anything in your records or whatever that might give you a picture of the Braille alphabet? Because with I've got a little any little push thing, we could mark some Braille letters on some of these for her.
I'm sure I can find something. I'm sure I can find a web page or something that has all that data in it for a reference. I'll bring that up.
That's assuming she can read Braille. I mean, she said she lost her eyesight. She didn't start off blind. She might not know how to read it.
Well, there's a good question too.
She probably does. She won't know. It's yes, I'm afraid she spent a lot of her life. Yeah, she spent most of her life able to see. As basically as time goes on, as you're checking stuff out, let's have a repair check for anyone who wants to. Well, first things first, we'll need an athletics check to safely get to the transmitter without having any accidents due to the unstable nature of the building. But once you get there, you can make a repair check to determine what's wrong with the transmitter.
Well, if these guys, if Cinda and them are staying here to help, I'm gonna head for the roof to help with the transmitter.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, I'll organize the albums by decade as she wished, and I'll also do it by genre, and we'll come up with some kind of system whereby, if it feels like, basically do put the numbers in raised on the shelf or whatever, so she can feel, this is 70, this is,
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you explain how it's all laid out, that will certainly.
We'll come up with something between the two of us so that she
indeed
can recognize what's what.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and repair roll to fix to upgrade
I'll
the
sort out some
transmitter.
food for everyone.
Here, let me see if I can give you enough help to make that a raise. Not today.
I'll have to look at that later.
Is that something where I can add a Benny to take it up to an 8 and make it a raise?
Yes, you could certainly spend a Benny to go for it, as we called it. Although the setting was technically I got this, but go for it goes better. So yes, you can certainly spend a Benny. Okay. Yes.
Hey, Cinder. Cinder,
Yeah.
come here. I don't know if you noticed, but normal Steve is going to whisper something quietly to Cinder because he doesn't want anyone else to hear it. I'll send you a typed whisper in Fantasy Grounds.
Okay. Yeah, Jojo, Tabitha, it seems relatively straightforward to repair the transmitter. I have absolutely no idea how a radio transmitter works, so I won't even pretend to tell you what it is, but your characters certainly do. However, you do reckon you are going to have to scavenge parts from somewhere to get the requisite components you need. You probably have to. I mean, most vehicle radios or something would probably have the parts you need, or maybe there even might be a Radio Shack type shop somewhere.
There
in the
also might
Logan.
be a place here within the building where they keep spares, for different, for quick repairs and outages.
Well,
and
indeed,
stuff.
indeed.
So I'm using my scrounger edge. First, I'm going to check the building to see if I can find any of what we need here on the premises of the radio station itself.
And I'll assist her.
For edge, I get what, +2, right?
Yeah. Bearing in mind the building's incredibly unstable, so you won't necessarily you want to be very careful if you're going to just go around this building.
There are appropriate penalties, in other words.
Well, yeah, we almost want to tie off like we're mountaineering.
Make your scavenging roll, Tabitha. Just notice, obviously. Okay. It would appear that you are correct. It's a bit tricky to get to, but eventually you are able to get to what you reckon should be the supplies shed. And indeed, what you find is quite. Oh, I forgot about that. Sorry, I'm reading the whispers. Although there are many useful bits and equipment there, stuff that keep the generator going, it does appear that most electronic pieces are missing. There's some left, but none of the parts you need to fix the radio. It's quite possible that someone over the years someone has been using them to maintain everything, but I'm afraid there's none left in here. You're probably going to have to go further afield. Dr. Pepper would probably give, at this point, Dr. Pepper might just give her wind. It's been too long. No, it's just been too long, so I suspect.
No, hang on. We're playing Savage Worlds, not Deadlands Hell on Earth Classic, because Dr. Pepper did give you wind in Classic.
Did it?
Yeah, it gave you wind back because you lost wind to radiation poisoning. And when you had no wind left, then you took wounds, and Dr. Pepper gave you wind back.
Fair enough. I just bet it's probably very gassy, but no. The whole point. The whole point is it's meant to be. It's in your opinion, Steve. It's too far gone.
Too late for that.
I mean, she's been living here for if you don't know how long she's been living here. You can find out if you ask her. But you think if she's been living here for years, drinking rainwater, it's been a very slow. Rainwater, the filters and all that won't get all the radiation out. It's probably why she lost her eyesight.
Roll a healing to see if there's anything I can do to make a healing skill to see if there's anything I can figure out that could help to make her more comfortable. And if she is healable, I'll heal her if it's possible.
The best you can come up with is you could probably raid one of the med kits to sort of mix up something for if it becomes too painful, but that's about it. Something she can take herself when the time comes.
I will do that. I will do that. Oh, we do have a couple of them, so I'm sorry, it's just not right to leave someone to suffer.
No, I completely understand. Absolutely fine.
Tabby, why don't we go down from here and take the Pegasus and do a little fly around to find a mall or someplace that we can start to salvage for some more electronic parts.
That the other places that you might have some electronic parts that would be useful: police station, fire stations, any place that has a that radio out
That's a good idea. I like the
patrol.
police station idea.
I'll see if we can find a local cop shop.
Oh,
Or a fire station, or even a nice strip mall with a with the equivalent of a Radio Shack in it. Some places there's lots of options if we could find
Yeah,
it.
but
You
those
know,
places are obvious to strip. For
I would
scavenging.
say actually, if you're going to be going for that kind of stuff, go for the fire, because people scavenging for guns would have gone to the cop shop. People scavenging for medical supplies would have gone for the ambulances. But you're not going to really be scavenging for a fire hose full of water, so they probably got scavenged less.
Any place that would be broadcasting for patrol cars, any kind of emergency vehicle, whatever.
okay.
Also, another one is there like we don't have anything that tells what the local businesses are. A trucking center that they're dispatching trucks, vehicles, anything.
We could start just looking for any place that's got a radio antenna.
That's a good spot.
That's an incredibly good idea if you've got an aerial view to look for.
Mm.
We're gonna let the rest of y'all know that we're going to do some more recon, looking for the place where we can get the parts we need, and just contact us if anything goes south and you need help.
And we'll check in periodically, let you know how we're doing.
Where we are if we need help. Splitting the party is always such a grand plan.
I don't know if I have to reshare for the text to appear, so.
Yeah, see, look at that. Fire station right around the corner.
Yeah, and that's where it really is as well.
Well, that was a short flight.
That'll have to do. So you got the police departments over there, and apparently fire station one's over there. I can't actually get back on that. Somewhere down just off 7th Street, I'm going to say, just because I can't remember where it really would be. Hang on. Fire department. Actually, it's slightly north of East Main Street. It's actually a bit past where you saw the skeletons. Is the fire administration building?
Well, we're looking for their base station. And when I'm talking about their radio base, because I used to work as a dispatcher, and we refer to Central as the base station.
We'll say it's fire station 1, shall we? Seems okay to me. Okay. Okay, all good. Notice checks, nothing untoward. You'll be happy to know if that's okay. Obviously, you can mix something up. Obviously, while waiting for the others, Jude pops on another record and starts talking to Cinder and says, she explains that she was she used to work here. She was a radio host, and she basically keeps broadcasting hope, news, and music to anyone, even if they're still listening. As the day goes on, and obviously as Tabitha and Jojo head out to the fire station to make their scavenging rolls, she asks, she says, "I know you've been so helpful. You've done so much already, but can I really ask for one more thing, do you think?" You do.
I can always say no.
Okay, with the two of you working together to get you success and a raise, it will take you. It takes you 90 minutes, but eventually you do find all the parts you need at the fire station, and you can head back. Her voice grows thin, her breath shallow. She reaches up for her neck. You assume she's going for a necklace or something, but her hand sort of goes to grasp something that isn't there, and she looks and says, I lost it when the sirens came. I was broadcasting. I didn't think to grab it. Foolish, I know. But it wasn't here with us. We were doing a radio piece in the library, and the locket kept bashing into the microphone, so I took it off and I put it down. And when the sirens came, we left. I left my coat on the chair. I forgot it. It's just a simple little thing, a silver locket, no bigger than a coin, engraved with a crescent moon, a train wheel. My husband worked on the rail lines. See, I never saw him after that day. Never know what happened to him. Inside's just a photo of us, the two of us. It's of no real value. It's just sentimental.
And look for her locket.
But I say I did try going back once, but the library was half collapsed, and there were wild animals roaming around. But that was many years ago, and as I got less as my eyesight got worse, I could never go back. It's probably something you don't want to go alone. It might be safe. I don't know. Sometimes I hear things passing the radio station. The camera I can't see, but obviously the cameras pick up.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes some of the things I hear scare me.
Where did she leave it again?
She was in
The library.
The library, which is actually on East Avenue East. It's down there.
Oh, so she does it not the library and the radio station, but the library.
Yes,
Yeah,
she was.
okay.
Yeah, she was working at the library.
I don't think it's
today.
going to take a lot of persuasion to get the librarian to go to the library.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
I would be
exactly.
more than happy to go. I'll just have to see if I can get either Steve or Scott to run me down, or
Steve will
to
be
take
happy.
me over, not run me down, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, clear difference.
Just thinking that.
Steve will do both. Because he'll forget to
Phrasing
put the
today
handbrake
has
on.
been so spot on.
I'll come with, see if
Okay.
pair of eyes can help.
The most direct route, unfortunately, you get to on the most direct route. Oops, dude everywhere there. On the most direct route, you get about out loud. You get about halfway down the road, well, you turn off the main road, and then that's a railway line. So you get to here, but this is blocked. You have to. So unfortunately, Steve, you have to turn up. And you get to that junction again where you saw the skeletons. You're going to have to go that route.
Oh boy.
Jojo and Tabitha.
all right.
Jojo and
I'll just
Tabitha.
close my eyes when we drive past this.
As you get back,
Not when you're driving, you won't.
Jojo and Tabitha, when you get back to the radio station, you notice the Humvee's gone. Minbax, Scott, I don't know what you're up to actually in all this. I forgot to ask all this time. You've been quite quiet. You just leaving the tank parked out front, or what's the plan? On. Sorry about that.
We lost.
Looks like we might have lost him. It's all good. That's maybe why he's so quiet.
Are you sure I can't just go see where we're going and then close my eyes while we go past the skeletons?
Well, if you want to do that, then you better let me drive.
Indeed, yeah. The road's
Yeah, sure,
road's
sure.
littered with debris and other vehicles.
You drive, and then I don't have to see the skeletons.
There we go then. That we'll do that then.
Okie doke.
Tell me when they've gone.
Once we get by the skeletons, I'll say, okay, you can open your eyes now.
Thanks.
Okay. The Midlothian Library stands, well, half stands anyway. Its brick facade is cracked. The roof is partially collapsed. Ivy and rust have claimed the signage, and the front doors hang crooked on their hinges. A faded banner still flutters weakly above the entrance, Summer Reading Challenge 2087. It is, in fact, what June was covering.
Hey,
saying.
I did the summer reading challenge. Well, I kind of started it. I never finished.
All right.
I
Well,
think you can be excused on account of nuclear war.
Yeah, I guess.
I will go get out of the Humvee and start into the library. I've got my shotgun with me just in case we run into trouble.
Stephen Dogmeat will go up to the entrance and stand watch on the outside.
Okay. Each of us will yell if we see something.
Uh-huh.
I'll go in and
All
look.
right.
What I need to do is
So
I
I
need to,
take my shotgun in and we'll start going in. We're looking for the desk where June left her locket.
it's like that.
And I'll also feel around and see if there's any book spirits here who want to leave the
Okay.
library.
As you head inside, the air is thick with mold and dust. Shelves lean at odd angles, their
horrible for
contents scattered like forgotten prayers. Children's
Oh,
books
what
lie
is
open on the floor, their pages cold and brittle.
Oh,
Can I have some notice checks, please? Sally, you have to notice
Yes.
that either side of the entrance to the library, carved into the frame of the door, in fact, some glyphs. They seem to they're very faint, but they're just slightly glowing. They don't appear to be doing anything. They don't appear, they didn't seem to trigger anything, so it doesn't appear to be a trap or anything like that. It's just they seem a bit strange. What you do find, you're wonderful. I was about to say there's something about them you find you somehow think is familiar. With your occult check, you realise you have seen them before. Those glyphs, not necessarily exactly the same, but something similar.
Mm-hmm.
I think if
Where? Oh, you're sharing something.
Just about it. It's tiny. Drawing mode, eraser mode, view cut, preview mode. Oh, maybe I have to someone. Oh, that's interesting. I actually have to someone. Learn something new every day. Yeah. Actually, I might not need to share that. Hang on a second. You've... I'll share that, but I might go for something else. Cheers. That's where you saw the last. That picture shared with you.
Uh,
Oh no. Not one of
Actually,
these again.
you shared the stats for it.
Oh well, doesn't matter. You killed it.
oh,
Stop showing the record. Main pictures share button. That's what I should have clicked. There we go.
ah. Hey guys, check out the glyphs. They're like, you remember them in the underground place with the psychic attacks? You know, the
You
sort of
mean
research thing?
got that thing that was made by that nuclear guy?
Yeah. Look, the glyphs, they're the same or real close.
Does that mean that the nuclear guy might be here?
I might have been here or something like that.
Oh dear. Maybe I should call Jojo on the radio and hey Jojo, we might have found the nuclear guy. Like maybe in the radio? No, the library.
Oh, yes.
Maybe you and Tabitha should come here.
All righty, we will do so.
So before we fly back to the station with the parts, we will detour, I guess.
Okie dokie.
Well, it depends how long they've been playing in the library. We might already be back. What's that situation, Doss?
Oh, I quite like the detour idea, so let's go with that.
Alrighty.
Are we calling in Scott and Minmax as well, or
If they answer.
Yeah, you can call us in if you need to.
I thought maybe they'd found a quiet corner in the basement. That's why they weren't talking to us.
Well, no, we stayed in the tank. Something about machine
Yeah.
guns just turns her on.
all right?
Besides, once you lock the turrets up, no one's going to disturb them.
Okie dokie.
Oh yeah, well, we'll get Scott and Minmax as well, just so we're none of this splitting the party business.
None of this splitting the party business. Okay.
Yeah, take out the tablet. Can I take any? Do I see these sigils that Sully is seeing?
They're etched into the woodwork. Yeah.
They're etched into the wood. Take picture of them.
Sure.
Take pictures of them, so maybe I can start to sort of try to figure out what they mean, what their purpose is, etc., etc.
Run through AI.
Run it through and see if I can find some, I don't know, and get some help maybe from anyone who's got the who has any knowledge of that kind of thing. I know Sully and Scott both seem to have a sense of arcane or occult, not necessarily arcane, but occult.
Yep, they're definitely a cult.
I mean, they're glowing slightly. I'm guessing that's not natural because even like things that glow like naturally eventually don't. So either they're very recent or they're not natural.
Are they glowing or are they just etched?
They are glowing.
Oh, okay.
Uh, uh, Jojo, yep, Scott, old meat, Tabitha. There, and Cinder's there. He found library map as quick as I could. Not aged at all. Obviously, you're seeing it as it was, not as it is.
Okay.
The others have just arrived outside.
So we need to look for the locket and maybe whatever. Well,
Yeah. We'll start
And
looking for
anything else we can find to salvage.
Indeed.
she said she was working here.
She works at the library, but she was also a DJ. So I think she was
I think they were
doing
doing a
something
broadcast
at
from
the
the library.
as a DJ.
I think they were doing a broadcast from the library whenever
Yeah.
everything fell
And
apart.
They
For
were
that
probably
summer.
when she says broadcast, it's probably more accurate to say they were recording for a broadcast. Is probably the correct. Is probably what I should have
Okay.
put.
And it was on the it was on the book, the summer book challenge. So maybe we should go to the children's books area.
Well, that's a good idea. So we'll start making our way there.
Let's have a look around here, huh?
Okay, as you
I think
move,
she
as
was
you
on a
as
table
you
and her locket kept banging into the mic. So start checking.
as you
looking on the
move through
stuff on the
the
table.
library, your boots are crunching on glass and ash. The silence is oppressive, broken only by the occasional creak of suckling wood or the distant flutter. Hey.
Do I need to throw a chicken wing underneath a bookshelf?
Okie dokie. I do have to think why.
No,
But
just in
just okay.
silence in the library.
Oh
Question,
yes.
Rada?
So long since I watched. Okay. So, if you're searching this back area, then obviously make some notice checks. If you're scavenging the place, you can also make your notice checks, of course.
I'm looking for the locket, but I'm also reaching out for any possible books to add to my collection.
Scrounging, I'm kind of keeping an eye out for, like, this seems to be a conference type room back here.
God, I'm wrong.
Seems
Yes.
like a likely
Crap.
I got the
place.
impression she put it in her coat pocket, so I'll be looking for a coat with which
Indeed.
I can search pockets.
Indeed. It will take you a
Forgot about that. I was looking for it on the table.
Steve's just kind of looking around in general.
I'm going to check the back office. Maybe they've got like a lost and found or some place that they'd put it once they found it here. Possible.
By now I'd remember it. So, okay. Oh dear. It's obviously very, very. It's obviously obviously in a much worse state than the map gives it credence for. Obviously, you're moving stuff all over the place, everything else. But it's by after 6 hours, you've thoroughly gone over the whole place. So normal Steve got Okay. Normal Steve, you find buried away under everything else a mint condition book. Never seen one in such good
Ooh.
quality. It's
Watch it, Cinder will have your hand off it.
What is it?
You know, I
Can't spell.
designed a table of random books on a card draw basis for my other game. You know, I could send it you if you wanted.
Oh, well, that would be quite fun, wouldn't it? I wouldn't say no to that. But anyway, Normal Steve's found a
Right,
book.
which
Yeah, I
one?
can't spell, but I think you get the idea.
I do, yes. Oh, wow. That's kind of cool, but okay. But I know for that one, you need at least 3 other books to play it. Damn. Steve will start looking for some other related books.
Okay. Let me see now. Sully, you find $7 worth of tradable gear. Have I forgot a raise? No, I'm not having a hood axe, not in the light.
I don't know.
It could be good. Oh no, actually, Tabitha's down in the.
I'm in this conference room. I'm
Yeah,
looking
it's
for
what conference there.
something like
Okay,
this.
yep, yeah. You find a wood axe. It's obviously there's some sort of survival exhibition type place at the back there. So there's a very good nick wood axe you find, as well as $6 worth of scroungeable gear. Jojo finds $7 worth of scroungeable gear. Cinder finds $7 worth of scroungeable gear, and in addition to everything else you found, Scott got a raise. Ooh, what's a Scott? He found 18 7.62mm rounds.
Wasn't somebody just complaining about needing those?
I was.
Scott finds $8 worth of scroungeable material junk, and Min-Max finds $7 worth of junk. Unfortunately, Scott, you don't find any other books. Well, actually, or even worse, you probably do, but they're not in a readable state.
Oh no. Here, Cinda. This is probably better given to you. It's no good to me. I'd need at least 2 other books to make it worthwhile. That's why I prefer Savage Worlds, because I can do it all with just 1 book. And Steve will give Cinder a mint condition book. Didn't find a locket though.
I was going to say, in addition, you do find a mouldy old coat buried under rubble and everything. Yeah, under debris and everything, and inside is the silver locket.
But what's that you got there, dog meat? Oh no,
Yeah.
don't chew that. Don't chew. Oh, oh, good girl. Hey, look what dog meat found.
Awesome. Open up the locket and look at the picture. Who's the guy that she's with? Ooh, mint. I love it. Thank you.
Actually, thinking about it, Normal Steve, it probably shouldn't say Player's Guide on it, and if it's the 100th anniversary edition, it's probably all 3 of the paperback books and all the first edition stuff reprinted for the 100th anniversary. So you probably could use it, but obviously,
Okay.
sorry, when I think about it, because you think the original one was those pamphlets, wasn't it? Typed pamphlets.
Yes, the 3 soft covers.
The three soft covers. So if it's the 100th anniversary edition, it would be a reprint of the original three soft covers, and maybe the Greyhawk supplement and the other books as well.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Greyhawk and Blackmore.
Yeah.
You want it back, Steve?
Well, maybe you can let me read it every now and then. I know you like to look after the books.
Okay. Thank
We
you.
found the Dungeons and
great.
Dragons 100th anniversary edition, which of course would have
Yes.
been 2017, I think.
Mhm.
There we go. It was in the children's
I'm
section.
trying to
So
figure out who
Gygax
gave it to
edition.
the library.
it was probably well, it's in the children's section, so maybe there was maybe someone in the library was a avid role player and obviously convinced the library to pay for a copy just so they could run it. Who knows? But yes, inside you will find the picture. It's just inside is a photograph, quite a small one, but folded up. It's quite nostalgic that they decided to digitally, print a digital photograph so she could put it in the locket. But yeah, it just appears to be a faded photograph of what you can tell is a young June and a handsome young man who was obviously her husband, obviously somewhere. That it's probably just that looks like it's just a day out. They may as to who took the picture or anything else, you can't tell, but it was obviously they both seem to be happy in the photograph, and just obviously, as I say, it appears to have no real value to anyone. It's just sentimental.
Okay. Now, I was just, curious as to what her other half looked like. So,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
we'll close the locket back up, and I guess we'll head back to the radio station.
Tally ho.
Okay. Dogmeat suddenly sort of starts growling.
What's wrong, girl?
He seems to be sort of looking in that sort of direction and growling. At the same time, you can't help but think Dogmeat's not happy, and possibly a bit. It's not like it's growling, but sort of concerned growling. If you know what I mean. It's whatever it is obviously scared.
Hey, girl, what's the matter?
Unlock token, so you can get back to the entrance.
Steve's gonna go and scratch you behind the ears and say, "Come on, it's okay. Let's come on, girl."
Yeah, actually, I'm going to change the stats back. Hindsight, I'm going to change the stats back. Okay. Basically, is everyone's by the door? Okay. By the time you get to the doors, and you look outside. At first, you don't see anything. Have some sound based in case anyone has bonuses or penalties. Notice checks, please.
I can't seem to roll higher than a 4 today.
So,
Goodness gracious.
there's obviously piles of debris here and there. What you notice is there appears to be a corpse. It looks like a dead dog, probably a feral animal. But that is you only see that when you turn to the sound, because the first thing you hear is a sort of hissing, sizzling is probably the best description I can give. Sound, not sizzling as in cooking, sort of sizzling as more like something dissolving. It's not pleasant at all. When you turn to look, what you can see is these. Basically, the flesh is literally vanishing off the corpse of the dog, leaving behind bones that have sort of, I would say, steam or smoke rising off it. You're not entirely sure which. There seems to be these small red frond-like things moving over that seems to be sort of as where it seems to be touching the corpse. The flesh sort of dissolves away almost instantly. It's a sort of jelly-like texture to it. After a second, the whole vehicle that was blocking the line of sight, a sort of a big SUV type van, suddenly lurches to one side and rolls down the street, revealing what was behind it. It appears to be a sort of floating jelly-like ball. It's advancing towards you.
Ew.
Are these windows?
Yes.
Are they
I don't-
broken?
No. Possibly.
They will be soon.
They will be soon, yeah. Okie dokie. Now, Tabitha's got the 2 of spades, clubs at the moment, I should say, and Cinder's got the Joker. I've got some bennies, so I might see if I can get a better card. I might spend another Benny that Tabitha just got to see if I can get a better card. And I will spend one more Benny to see if I can. No, I'm going in the middle.
All right. Cinda's going first. Cinda will do what she usually does first and cast protection on everyone. I actually can see everyone, I think. And let's see, we'll do selection. Target all our friendly units and cast protection with
I'm going to be nice and say that's green, not yellow. Behind the red.
and cast protection with a shroud as well, so it makes them harder to hit.
Okie dokie.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for dog meat and 9 for the shroud. All right.
Ooh. Is everyone toughness +2?
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Apply. Apply. There we go. Done. Do you wish to move at all?
Is that a solid wall to just directly to the north of me? I'd like to move where I've got my back to a wall.
Okay. See if I can.
Actually, that wall there, that way I can actually see the bad. No, yeah, that wall there, that way I can actually see the bad guy and shoot through the window. I'm assuming that's a window there. How do I ping?
What's going on? Oh, that's what's going on.
Okay.
Hold space and double click to ping.
Oh yeah. All right. I'm assuming that that's a window there.
The grey bits are the walls, is what I think.
Okay. So there is there is an opening there. So I do have an LOS on the sky. All right. Good. I'm happy. I'll stay there. I will end my turn.
Okay, and then Scott's going to follow that up with a little bit of a smite.
11.
Have to move in order to. I don't need to do 9. I don't know. Sully.
Yeah.
7.
Hopefully that gives you better views of what you can and can't see. You can put
So
the lines
yes,
of
I can
sight on.
definitely see it.
I've only put it down that side because that's all I need for this map. You know what I mean? But now you can see where the windows are and what you can and can't see. Which also means, like, we know now that Scott can't see. Scott probably needs to go to there to see everyone.
Yeah, I need to go there to.
You
close the range up a little bit.
You need to go to. In fact, actually, you can't. There isn't. You can't actually. See,
Well, the front area of a lot of these libraries and so forth is all glassy. So.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I literally just drew lines of sight on the brick on the walls. So if you look at the front
Okay. Well,
here,
then I could see them from where I was.
you could see them there, can't you? But you can't see.
I can't see dog meat.
No.
And that's the only one that's inside that really gets the bonus. So
Yeah.
I'll skip dog meat, I guess.
Yeah.
So okay, let's clear targets then. We're not targeting everybody.
Oh, I just untargeted dog meat for you.
Jojo.
I just go
Tabby.
Just go friendly targets and then I untarget dog meat. There you go.
Well, but normal Steve and Sully, they do magic-y stuff.
Oh, I see. Right, so we'll get rid of those two. Yeah, sorry. I misunderstood you. Yes, smite. Good point. Misunderstood what. Sorry. To be helpful.
And I will add some hurry to that. For 7. Here we go. Big whammies. I think I'm going to Benny that once, just because I want big whammies. Yeah, I got this. I'll go ahead and let's go ahead and make that the +4 for everybody. +4 for everybody, +2 pace for everybody. That is Scott's turn. Where's the combat tracker? There it is.
Sully, you're up. Now I'll put the window. Now I'll put the walls in. You can see where you can see it.
Did you say +2 pace for everyone?
I did, yes.
Can I squeeze past him as a friendly?
Except, don't forget, you didn't give it to Sully and normal Steve. So...
Oh, that's true. I didn't smite you guys. Sorry.
Well, in that case, let me click run. That's fine. Then I've got no problem getting out as long as I can squeeze past him.
So if I accept Scott's move, cancel your move going to there. So I didn't mean to cancel yours. I meant to accept it. That gets you to there.
Thank you. Okay. Now, I am going to just bear with me one moment, please. Sized. That one. Okay. Where's the movie bit? I can't see the movie bit.
Yeah, I hate that.
There it is.
Yeah, I hate that. I find it harder to find the movie bit these days sometimes.
So there's that. I think I'm going to make it strong. Which means it's going to cost me 3 power points to do. Oops. Yes. Oh, bollocks. Well, that was a great start.
Okay.
So, my
You can
head
spend a
hurts a
point of
lot.
conviction to avoid
To do a
the
critical.
nastiness.
Yes, you
Can you?
can.
Avoid to what level are we talking? Like a reroll of a
Spending a
critical?
point, but basically using those extra rules. One of the extra rules for conviction is you can spend a point of conviction to allow you to re-roll a failure.
Doing that then, yes, please. Do I drop it on Havoc like I would
I'll
normally?
just manually deduct by one for you if you,
Okay.
because you're technically not spending it in the normal way, if that makes sense. That's fine. Put your back
Yeah.
up point.
Taking it off me. Right, good. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? I'm going to Benny it anyway, because apparently I suck. 4. Why am I at -2? Because I ran. That's
Okay.
fair enough. Okay.
But you still hit it
I-
because it's big.
Right, that's what I'm
Oh,
worried
yeah,
about.
good point. Large target.
What I'm worried
What?
about there is it's
also an area effect thing.
I'm pretty
Actually, no, you failed to activate the power because you rolled less than a 4.
Yeah.
no, yeah, you haven't you've hit it because of the size, but you haven't. Sure of that.
I failed to activate it because I'm too
Yeah.
tired to focus after my run.
But at least you don't brain burst.
Yeah,
Brain
at
burn,
least I
should say.
didn't explode my own head like an episode of Scanners, so we're all good. I'll just curse a little bit. Nobody has any clue what I was trying to do, and I'll try again next time if I'm still alive.
Just deduct 1 PowerPoint for the cloud card. That's all you need.
I already deducted 3, so never mind.
Just add 2 back. And then when you end your turn, it will be Mr. Normal Steve's go.
Mr. Normal Steve is inspired.
Okay.
So Normal Steve is going to multi-action.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing he's going to do is try to smash the window with one of his powers. I am going to activate molecular manipulation and melt the glass away so that I can shoot other stuff through it.
Okie doke.
So that's active for 5 rounds. Do you want me to roll damage for the window?
No, it's fine. It's glass. It'll break.
Okie doke.
It's in a fragile state. It's got hardness 2, so that's the worst you can roll, isn't it? So
yeah, in fact, 3 is the worst I can roll because I got a raise. And then the next thing I'm going to do is something that I don't normally do. but I have a feeling this is something I want to cause some problems to. So all the bits of detritus and stuff on the ground are suddenly going to flip up into the air and spin around, smashing into this blob and causing it all kinds of problems, I hope.
Hey, that's what my job was.
Oh, but confusion maelstrom. Okay.
Yep. And it's also got fatigue and hinder on it.
It's affected.
Well, it's automatically affected with the new confusion power. Things are automatically distracted or vulnerable, and both with a raise. It's no longer a resisted power. So since it's going next, I'm going to make it distracted, and it also is hindered.
You see, sorry, it doesn't help. It doesn't help in the fact that the modified version creates an effect for it to resist it, which is not how is not how the power works. So why did they program it that way?
Because it used to work that way.
And nobody's reprogrammed it so that it doesn't.
No, but they
anymore, right?
programmed it. They programmed it to have the test code, which came along after the power was changed. If you know what I mean. So it's actually the other way around.
Okay.
It's someone didn't actually pay attention to the fact that the powers had changed. That's okay.
It could be, but it could be because I built the module for Steve's powers before the change was published. Because the change came out in the PDF, which was done on the Kickstarter, which came out, and then it was actually released later, though, wasn't it? But yeah, it's distracted, please, and fatigue red and hindered.
Oh yes,
for a round.
of course. It's automatic, isn't there? It's not opposed either.
Yeah. No.
It just happens, doesn't it? And
it does.
I would say that fatigue, logically speaking, if the confusion goes away, possibly the fatigue does, but it still implies it.
Oh yes, I'd agree. Yeah, I'd agree it does. But the whole point is, I'm trying to make it as penalised as possible for this round it's going.
I completely understand where you're going. Right. It's going to sort of levitate towards Sully and reach out with its pseudopods. And completely missed because it's distracted and fatigued.
And Sully's shrouded and smaller than it.
Exactly. That brings us to dog meat.
Right. Dog meat comes up to the door. And oh yeah, dog meat can see it from there. So what's dog meat going to do there? Dog meat is just going to try and not be noticed for now.
Okie dokie.
And finish her move, sneaking up behind the wall there.
Stealth 5 roll in.
Yeah.
All opposing notices later. That brings us to Tabitha.
Yeah, hang on a second. Okay, Tabitha is going to move over this way because she wants to throw and get behind the thing a little bit. Small burst template. He's still her target, but she wants to hit him from behind so that he can absorb the shock without it spilling over onto all our buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And she pulls the pin as she goes because she's been digging the
Very accurate throw of a fragmentation grenade.
I just dropped and dragged the damage and it didn't do it. Let's see. Try it. Oh no, that's not good enough. Not with that kind of flipping damage available. And I had the raise, right?
Yes.
Wouch. Well, GM don't care about getting bennies, so I'm going to try one more time. Because my rolling has really sucked. Well, except my notice rolls have been great. Everything else sucked. Well, that throwing roll was good. I rolled all threes that time. Can't be playing poker, right? And that was pretty much all my moves, so.
Okie dokie. So yeah, basically the grenade rolls down, hit underneath it, blasts a nice hole in the street. Fragmentations fly out in every direction. Suddenly ducks as the fragmentations fly around. And at the end of it all, doesn't appear to have any effect at all, I'm afraid to say. You can see.
Okay, Min-Max is going to cuss the fact that she's mounted her best weapon on the tank. She's going to step up and swipe at this thing with her knife.
Okay.
Swipe.
That's a good swipe. Hit with a raise.
I think we can do better than that. One Benny on that. Oh, good grief. That's going to be the worst. I turned on the raise. Yeah, whatever. Oh, you did the...
I'll give it the hit. You can re-roll the hit with a raise. Oh, there's a 6. Oh,
no short. See what? And no,
yeah.
2. I knew it was.
No mercy edge. You'd have got +2 damage on that roll.
Okay. Yeah, she slices it. Doesn't do a whole lot. Still cussing under her breath. Is it shaken? It is not shaken. Yeah, she'll stand there. What the heck?
Okie dokie. Ironically, I wanted the slashing.
I'm going to take one step over.
Okay.
Pull out my new sword and see how well that works on this blob of stuff.
Okie dokie. Oh, is that your power? Your chainsaw
Ripper
machete?
blade.
Yeah, the Ripper blade. Your chainsaw machete. That's going to be a hit.
Let's try betting that damage.
Okay. That's a wound.
Yay! So there you go. Take that, you fiend.
Okay. Okay, so that's a wound. That's shaken and a wound. As your machete carves through the middle of the creature, it literally cuts it in half. And then there are 2 side by side.
That is so not good.
Guys, what did you do?
I'm gonna. I know I can't disengage. Okay, that's the end of me.
Okay. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, it's really good. You go down the middle, you literally cleave it in twain, and then unfortunately, though, you suddenly realise there's two of them. It's not acting this turn, don't worry. But now there are now two of them. They are slightly smaller. So there are two of them. Okay, as it stands, Scott's on the 2 of clubs. I'm only mentioning that because deuces are mild, don't forget.
Yeah, Scott will go ahead and stay there.
Scott wants to stay on the 2 of clubs, then it's a Benny. Okie dokie. Normal Steve is going first, followed by Tabitha, then Dogmeat, then the carnivorous blobs are side by side. Okay, Normal Steve's first.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to head over to the window, I think. And, oh, is it Merv time? I think it's time for a Merv. No, that's kind of a big thing, isn't it? We probably need something a little bit... I can't reach to touch it, so it's gonna have to be... No, we'll go with a Merv. It's been split into 2, so let's have one of them. And we'll multi-action. We're going to do this twice.
After Jojo cuts this thing in half, so you suddenly have a horrible feeling you know what happened to the Templars with their lovely swords.
Yeah, I did have a feeling this was how the Templars died, but what we need to figure out is how to not die like the Templars.
Well, the Templars like fighting with their swords, don't they?
Yeah. Well, suddenly a huge number of little missiles come flying out of the library window.
No bladed weapons.
Oh crap! You did it twice. I didn't realise you actually did it twice. Sorry. Hang on.
I did actually did it twice. Yes.
Yeah, I apologise. Okay. Well, the first. Well, not actually. That's quite annoying. It's not actually. It's now applying the attacks as damage. So let me roll it a second time for you both, and then manually turn them back to 11s. Yeah, second ones. There we go.
Now there was me hoping they'd be slightly less tough because it was smaller, but it's not. Ah well.
Yeah. When I say smaller, I mean not much smaller. Oh. Oh. Shook it.
Oh, I shook it.
You shook it.
That'll do.
Yep. You shake the second one. The others are unaffected, I'm afraid.
Mm.
Yeah,
Brings
I kind
Sabby.
of don't like being this close to these things, so she's gonna, like, her full move is 6, so she's gonna step back here, and she's just gonna bring out the big gun, because she don't want to be any closer.
I didn't think I'd get to do the really evil thing about these creatures, but then Jojo walked straight up with the machete I completely forgot about. I was desperately trying to see if a fragmentation grenade counts as a slashing weapon. But no, because he literally chopped it up. That's the fun. Okay. Well,
Good
you
God.
missed
That
by
would
1
be
point.
nice.
You failed to hurt them by 1 point of damage. Are they both visible? Yeah. Blurred out. Dogmeat is still stealthed. Stealthed. Interesting to see if the YouTube's automatic subtitling that supposedly is coming soon works any better than the one OBS tries to do. It's 75% accuracy at best.
Dog meat is continuing with the. She's going to have to give up the idea of sneaking from here, but is now going to run.
Don't forget, there's technically once you get within 1 inch of them, that's when I make a notice check. Until then, Dogmeat's quite stealthy. But if you run, obviously that breaks it, as you say. So.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Because Dogmeat wants to run over there and jump around, jump up, and jump down. Okay, it's not going to distract them or anything like that, but it's hoping that she's faster than they are and therefore able to draw the blobs to pay attention to her, which is probably not going to happen.
Okay, Doug.
Woohoo!
That's annoying, isn't it? Same, I've got 12 pennies.
It made you spend a penny.
It made me spend a penny. Well, I'm going to bash. This one was the targeting Sully, so it's going to bash Sully again. And this. And this one is also shaken. Spend a penny to unshake. And this one's going to have to bash Min-Max. And miss. That gets us to Cinder.
Cinda is going to attempt to lower both of those nasty things' vigors.
Very good idea. Very, very good idea.
And while we're at it, we'll also see what we can do to fatigue them and hinder them. So that's 9 power points total. Let's see if we can do it. Come on.
That's successful.
Yeah.
On both of those. And I will go back in and do vigor -1 dice on the toughness -1. Then copy that to this one. There we go. And that gets us to Jojo. So your machete, your ripper blade was very effective, and then it had an unintended consequence. What do you want to do now, Jojo?
So I'm going to change weapons to my assault rifle, take a couple of steps over here so I have a clear line of fire, and shoot number 2.
Okay, shooting number 2. Go for it. Me move them a pixel apart so they're not overlapping when I'm targeting. It's a hit with a raise. Shouldn't be huge anymore, but that's by the way. They should be large. Not. I thought they should be +4 because they're huge, but for some reason it's the combo tracker one. One of them's treating it as large, but that's okay. So that is 2 wounds upon number 2. Takes 2 wounds. Your bullets rip into it, causing it to ooze out nasties everywhere. But that definitely did the good stuff to it. That gets us to Sully.
Let's try this again.
Just
In
checking out.
fact,
Yeah.
you know what?
You'll roll your power anyway. I'll just automatically make it an ace.
Okay.
Because if you're doing a damage or an effect, you know what I mean. It's still that girl still needs the dice roll.
Actually, no. With the yeah.
So carnivorous blobs, that should be an 11 and an 11. Why one of them only being large, I don't know, but it's fine. But I can cheat on that. I can go open a square bracket at attack +2 to make it work out correctly. Please roll for damage.
It's havoc.
Oh, it's havoc.
So they make a strength roll. Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry,
They make a strength roll
I'll tell you what happened.
-2.
You rolled healing. That's why. That's.
I did.
-4 because they're flying, right?
Levitated, but yes. Let me do it that way. Oh, it does make any difference. I thought Havoc had stuff programmed in, but that's absolutely fine. So, strength check at -4 because they're flying, correct. But they're automatically distracted with a Havoc, aren't they, before they roll? So let's distract them first. Strength roll -4 gets us. That one makes it.
Oh, and I made it strong, so it's further -2.
Ah,
I was doing it the same as last time.
You did. So you did indeed state that. I haven't got any more map to let them fall off. Okay.
Clearly they die. They've fallen off the edge of the universe.
Nope. Okay. It's round.
Feel free to blast them up the map away from min-max instead. For the
Oh no! Hang on. It's Havoc. I don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Oh dear. Would you like to roll 2d6? See how far they move?
Away from the center of the blast.
Away from the center of the blast, which is there.
Yeah.
And that one's going that way. I'll be nice and say you duck. But it does hit the wall there. And so therefore it takes 2d6 damage. Slash DMG 2d6. That won't hurt it. And the other one is a -6 figure roll. And strength check. Fails by -6.
Yeah.
GM will spend a penny. Give it +1 to its bonus, so it stays put. But it is distracted. There we go. That gets us to min-max.
Who's going to go ahead and stab this other one instead? Stop. Thank you. Where is it? There it is.
That's it.
Jeez. And it's only a basic hit, so yeah, she'll let that be.
Okie dokie. And then last but no means least is Scott, and we'll probably have to end mid-fight, mid-cards, mid-bennies, and then after this fight next week, I'll deal out new bennies and cards. So. Go for it, Scott. Final action of the week. Ooh. Clever positioning, you can get both, yeah.
I will have to go selective with it, but yeah.
Yes. Well, if you aim that cone slightly further north, you don't have to be selective if you don't care about Sunny.
Well, I don't, but he would get he would get very upset if I just started blasting him with all this stuff. So
And if you didn't kill Sully, you know that Sully can rip people's hearts out with his mind.
precisely. And I like my heart right where it is. I'm going to add a couple points for armor piercing because I see that they are little tough buggers.
Yep.
I'm obviously doing damage, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't need 7 for lingering, or 7 for selective, 8, 9 for lingering.
Did you say just 2
I'm
points
going
of
to
armor
short-
piercing?
I'm spending 2 points. It's going to be AP4.
AP4, okay.
And I need 9 power points. I have 8, so I will be short casting it by 1 point.
Okay. Successful.
Oops, forgot to target.
That's okay. If we do that and that. Okay. So it's a successful casting of 6. Area effect doesn't get the bonus from them being large, does it? So
Correct.
right. So you hit them both. Okay. So you shake one, unless you want to reroll.
See what I do to the other one. Not nearly good. 11, 18. No, I think that's probably the best I'm going to do without the raise.
What about the second one?
Yeah.
Okay. At that point, we shall leave it there. We shall complete this fight next time. I hope you had fun. I found it amusing. I didn't think I'd get to actually do the evil surprise twist, but well, there we go.
Happy to help.
It's a shame the first time you used the Ripper Blade is the one time you didn't want to use the Ripper Blade. Sorry about that one.
And now it's all gunked up with strange blob goo.
Indeed. Anyway, we shall leave it there. You've just remembered I've got to write an adventure for Sunday, so I'm going to definitely leave it there and go start putting my Flash Gordon thinking hat on for Sunday. So thank you very much, guys. I'll see you on Sunday for Flash Gordon or next Tuesday. Take care.
Take care. Thank you very much.